Partner, 30M, has given me, 34F, ultimatum. It's him or our baby. How do I deal with this? So I'm here for some advice. I'm almost 10 weeks pregnant with my partner of over a year and living together for the last 9 months. He isn't happy at all about this pregnancy and has said it's either him or the baby, and if I follow through with the pregnancy he will move out and have nothing to do with us. I've made it clear that I'm keeping this, and he is still living at my place, unemployed but looking for a job, and has told me that as soon as he finds employment he will move out. I feel so defeated. He's cold and hostile towards me, but he will still sometimes allow me to show some affection towards him, but I get nothing in return. I don't know how to be with him or what to do. I'm confused and spend most of my days crying because of hurt I am feeling. I've honestly never felt so alone. You can actually kick him out whenever, as long as you follow the eviction laws for your state. Give him a notice to vacate in the appropriate number of days and don't wait around for him to find a job. There are only 3 ways in see this going down options. Option 1. You have the baby knowing that you will not receive any willing support from him. You will be a single mother. Option 2. You decide to abort the baby and you stay with your current BF. If you get pregnant again, you will be facing the exact same scenario. All the love in the world will not change him. He does not want children with you. Option 3. You decide to abort the baby and your boyfriend decides to leave anyway after this scare. There is currently no way to fix this with him. He has told you what he wants and presented you with options. Decide whatever is best for yourself, but please realize that you cannot change him or make him stay. Why are you showing him affection instead of throwing him out? He's a loser, a future deadbeat, and doesn't care about you. Just get rid of him. It will be good for your mental health and your wallet. YTF are you crying and still trying to love on him? He told you straight up what's going to happen, and it's going to happen. You having this baby is also going to happen. So it's time to pull yourself up by those bootstraps and 1. Kick him out, 2. Take him to court for child support, and 3. Figure out how you're doing this on your own, because you are doing this on your own. He literally told you he isn't going to be helping, so what are you doing? As soon as he finds employment he's moving out. No sir. You're moving out this weekend. He's in no position to issue ultimatums and then ask for free room and board while he gets his life together. He can crash on his mom's couch. Kick him out. You need to get your home ready for your child. So, it's the baby then. I don't recommend responding well to ultimatums. If you want the child, get rid of the awful partner. I, 26M, just found out my girlfriend, 28F, cheated on me. I feel like she's not sorry. She was acting distant this last month. I tried to talk to her and she told me she was tired between work and personal issues with her family that just needed to give her some space. Well, for some reason my gut tell me she wasn't telling me the whole thing, and I gave in and checked her phone. Bitch, she slept with her gym instructor a month ago and the air's still taking about doing it a second time. I'm heartbroken, sad face. I worked so hard to give her a good life. Countless hours cooking and making her laugh, trying my best to keep her happy and support her through hard times. I've been living with her the past 6 months and I know I have to get out as soon as possible from here. I just can't even get up from my bed. I haven't cried this hard in years. We had a great sex life. Her words, and I believe that too. I confronted her about it and she told me, I knew you were gonna find out sooner or later. IDK why I did it. I just slipped. Damn man, I don't even feel like she's sorry. Not a single tear. Not a broken voice. Just, I'm sorry. And she left for work. She told that she understood if I wanted to leave her and she would help me move out if I need. My car is in the shop RN. She was my whole dang world. I feel sick and I don't think I can do this. Help. Do you guys think she wanted me gone? She doesn't give a shit about you, man. I think she wants you there because she's comfortable with you, but you aren't important enough for her to let go of her affairs. The gym instructor is just the first one you know of. By her lack of remorse, she will do this again. And she will even try to get you to have an open relationship. It's best you end this. You already know deep down, her lack of remorse shows you she don't really love you. She slipped, but you found evidence that she was planning to do it again. I guess she slips a lot. Her response shows she doesn't care at all about you. It's best to just move on. You deserve better, man. Sloot's gonna sloot. She cheated. Doesn't give a fuck she hurt you. Plans to do it again. Volunteered to help you get your shit out. My man, it's over. Be glad you found out early. When her gym instructor turns out to be just using her, she's gonna come back. Block her everywhere. Do not talk to her. Do not catch up. Do not meet for closure. Tell all your mutual friends that you've broken up because she cheated and you would appreciate them not making her a topic of conversation in your presence. Sending a big bro hug, man, see ya in the gym. How do I tell my boyfriend, 29M? He can't touch me, 24F. Whenever he feels like it. At first glance, this might seem like a good problem to have. My boyfriend of 6 months can't keep his hands off of me. He is constantly grabbing my body, trying to pull my shirt down, grabbing my boobs, grabbing my butt, etc. At the start of our relationship, I thought it was fun and would go along with a lot of it. I love how sexual he is and he is always ready to go. However, as the months have gone on, I've come to realize he has no boundaries or understanding of when it is an appropriate time to make a move. It doesn't matter if I'm asleep, upset about something, crying, in pain after breaking a bone, working, etc. He won't stop. He will also frequently make me feel guilty and tell me I need to please him. If I get my period, he's always bugging me about the next time we are going to have sex. It's giving me ick. I will ask him to please stop, not grab me, and he will say sorry and then do it again 5 minutes later. He is always touching me. I've been in relationships before this where touching didn't happen to this extent. Don't get me wrong, I love sex and I consider myself a sexual person, but it has gotten to the point where I am constantly on guard and worried he's about to grab my tits. We do have sex on a very consistent basis. Is this normal? How do I express touching boundaries with him without causing it to eliminate our sex life? I'm not sure what to even say. I do want a partner who initiates sex with me, but I don't want a partner who thinks they can grab me at any time they please. Too long did not read. My boyfriend thinks he can grab my body anytime he wants and it's giving me the ick. I'm not sure what you're asking us. You already told him to stop, and he doesn't care how you feel. If that's not a deal breaker for you, then I don't know what to tell you. You expressed the boundary by walking away and staying away. This isn't going to change. He's a child. If he is hearing you say stop, yet he does it 5 minutes later. And saying you need to please him? Sounds entitled as fuck. I would have a big and frankly blunt chat about it with him. Tell him to stop bugging you when or on her period. Tell him to stop touching you as often, and if you say stop, he should stop until maybe you initiate some sort of touch. If you don't like it, you should not have to put up with it. It is not respectful. This isn't about sex. It's about ownership. He will touch you whenever he feels like it and pressure you for sex relentlessly when he wants it. You belong to him. You're not a person with feelings, you're tits and ass. You're there for his use. If he can't use you when he wants, why bother being nice to you? He knows you don't like it because you've asked him to stop. He hasn't stopped. What you do is remove access. He has no respect for you and is just a greedy, grabby little boy. Dump him. It's giving you the ick because he is the ick. He's assaulting you. Leave him. Me M22 and my girlfriend F18 tested positive for chlamydia. Did she cheat? So me M22 and my girlfriend F18 have been together for around 4 months now. And we went on a camping trip and I noticed I was having symptoms of chlamydia. Extra context. A month before we got together officially we both got STD tests and came up clean. So when we got back I decided to get tested. While waiting for results I asked her if she needed to get honest about anything. And she said that she had sex with a girl on a drunken night a few weeks before we became official. After we had both gotten STD tested. Now this was already hurtful and a breach of trust as we weren't official but we were pretty serious at that point. After getting the test results back as positive for chlamydia I asked my doctor if it was possible that the chlamydia stayed dormant for 3 months before showing symptoms and he said no. So I confront her and she swears up and down that she didn't cheat on me. And I want to believe her. We are both racking our brains on how we could have gotten it then and she says that she has had to borrow used panties from a friend a couple times when she bled through on her period and maybe that's how she got it. So I tell her to ask her friend to get tested. And her friend tests positive for chlamydia too. I want to believe that is how she got it. But what are the chances of that? Seems like a nice scapegoat. My question is, have any of you heard of contracting chlamydia from shared panties? Or do you think she cheated on me? Borrowed used panties? Isn't this enough to dump her? That's gross without the addition of chlamydia. Fucking koalas again. Using underwear would not give her chlamydia. I will say though, it is very much possible for chlamydia to not show on a test for a few weeks, while it can be several years before the person shows symptoms, especially in women. Bruh, even if she didn't cheat, likely. Dump her because who the hell borrows someone's used underwear? Face vomiting, face vomiting, face vomiting. It isn't that it stayed dormant for 3 months. It just didn't show on that test if it was a few weeks within the period of time that you got tested. It doesn't show the next day. It can take a couple of weeks for full-blown exposure. It can take 14 days for symptoms to show, and there are cases where patients do not even know they have it because the symptoms are not presenting themselves for longer than that period of time. Women and men present differently too. This is why chlamydia is a silent infection. It could be she is carrying it because of having sex with that partner before you made it official. Some people simply ignore their symptoms. It's so funny that nobody suggested that she might have slept with her friend.